Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday. Oh my goodness. Our last Saturday before Christmas. Is that not a crazy thing to think about? I'm so glad y'all are doing, or that you're here, and I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time to find the live, and we're just going to jump right in. It's going to be kind of fun today. I don't have a specific project planned. I did get this really cool magazine that I want to share with y'all. Have you ever seen Flea Market Decor? This is the Christmas edition, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to share this with you guys because it is just so good. I kept trying to put it back and I just couldn't. It was just that good. So we're going to look at that. I also need to get my glue situation all worked out, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take them along with me because people always ask about my glue. So we're going to do this together. And then we'll craft. We're gonna have some fun. Okay, so these may look familiar to you, and the labels are just all busted. I've been using them for quite some time. So I did order some new ones for the new year, and I want to protect the labels. Now, if you don't have a channel and you're not sharing your constantly using your glue bottles in front of everybody, it's probably not necessary for you. But for me, I need to. So I'm going to get some, I'm going to use some packing tape. This sound's going to be really annoying, but here we go. Oh boy. Well, that one's going to get some packing tape too. And what I'm going to do is use this clear packing tape and try to protect the label as best I can. So when people ask me what I'm using, I can actually show them and not shriek in an embarrassment of how bad the label looks. So one more time. We have such a fun day planned. I hope you guys do too. I can't believe the next words that are about to come out of my mouth. I also need to work, but I'm excited for the fun first. Okay. I believe this is sufficiently covered now. One of these sides had a little less right here. Let's go ahead now and get that covered. Okay, we'll see how this wears over time. I have no idea what to expect, but it already looks better than that. Okay, so when you order these on Amazon, if you wanted to order these smaller bottles of the Lineco PVA neutral, they come with this tip, this bottle tip right here. Kind of like Eileen's, where you like cut off your nozzle, which is never completely ideal. You use a lot more glue than you need to, especially with this formula. So years ago, I had art glitter glue and I had Barely Arts glue. And I just took the nozzles from those and put them on these bottles, and they work perfectly. They're the exact same size. So they work perfectly. All right, I just emptied my trash can. Whoops, wrong. So now I'm going to put this one over here. You can buy these, I think, you know, individually, but if you already had the glue bottles, it would be a smooth transition. So I always just, you know, just move that over. This one right here still has some glue in it, and as much glue as I go through, I'm just going to put this lid on here, and I will transfer it over the next time I need to. So let's do the same thing to this bottle real quick. I'll say hi to everyone, but yay, I'm so excited about a clean new bottle of glue. Hello, 2025. All right, Kathy, hello. Hi, Norma. I'm so glad you got your card. Hi, Cordelia. Hi, Melissa. So good to see y'all. Happy Saturday, everyone. Whoa. All right. Hi, Susan. Hi, Elena. You have a story for me. My son and I made the pretzel wreaths. Oh, cool. It was an aesthetic fail. Well, did you put sprinkles on them? Because at first we thought this is not going to work. This is bad. Turn back, turn back. And then once we put the sprinkles on them, you know, sprinkles kind of hide some things. So that seemed to save our wreaths. But yeah, they taste good, don't they? Oh, I'm so glad y'all tried them. You know, you never know till you try. But sprinkles. I don't know how you did your chocolate, but the way we did it is we put down parchment paper, and then we laid down the first layer of the wreath of the pretzels in a wreath form. I think we used 5 of the mini pretzels. And then I used a spoon with the hot chocolate, and I spooned the hot chocolate in that middle part. Not in the very center, just connecting the wreaths. And then we put on the top layer and did the same thing. And then we put lots of sprinkles. So that's how we did ours, for the record. So when I was buying glue, I treated myself to my 2 new glue bottles. Oh, y'all don't have to look at that wretched mess anymore. Yay, you guys and me. But I realized, uh-oh, I need another big bottle too. So I went ahead and bought myself a big bottle as well. Now, this big bottle is missing its top. So sometimes you might want to think about that when you're transitioning over. Like whoever shipped this one shipped it with tape on it, which was really smart. And you want that top. So if I never cut this, it would be fine. But if I end up cutting it, you want to reserve the top from before. Or if you were to order this and you saw a red cap in your box, you'd want to grab it. Anyways, so I'm all stocked on glue for the new year. Hip, hip, hooray. Now, one other thing, you guys. When you go to kind of marry this glue, that's what we used to call it in the waitress world. You like marry your glue over to, or your ketchup over to a new bottle. I don't think they do that anymore. Back in the old days, we did that. But you always want to make sure you shake this. If you've been storing it for a while, go ahead and give it like a good shake, because it does separate a little in storage like anything else does. So you want to, you know, give it a good shake and then pour it into your bottle. I think those are the last Lineco PVA tips I have for you today. But we get to start cracking right with some fresh bottles. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. All right. And I don't just replace things, you know, like if it's not needed. So, but I felt like it really was needed. Those labels were driving me crazy. Let's look at this real quick. And I promise we're going to craft too. But this is the Flea Market Decor, a sparkling vintage Christmas. My son saw this tree and he's like, oh my gosh, Mom, did you see all the things on that tree? And I was like, mm-hmm. He's like, I don't know, I guess I kind of like it. I know, it's pretty cool. So I've never seen this before, but it has like this pinwheel wreath, which is really cool. Pinwheels are fast and easy. And then look, this is like right up our paper crafting alley here. They made the paper chain with an old golden book, a little golden book. That looks like something we would do, girls and guys. Hey, Beth. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Natasha. Natasha, you should have some mail soon. It should be there. Hi, Jennifer. It does. So Elena, that is a really Wait, who said that? No, Cordelia. That is a really good point. The Barely Arts tip is bigger, wider. But what I found is like Gloria Wolf's and these beaded ones work well because they slide down far enough to kind of plug the hole. So the bead plugs the hole. I've had success with it. I've used Gloria's, I don't know, at least 2 years now, and I haven't had any problems. But definitely the bead helps. Depends, I guess, on what you're using to plug it. Anyways, lots of Christmas inspo here. I don't know. This just was so much eye candy for me. I picked it up. I flipped through it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't need a magazine today. I'm Christmas shopping. So I put it back. I took one step and I went back and I picked it up again and I flipped through again. I was like, okay, just commit some of this stuff to memory. You don't have to buy the magazine. And then so I flipped through one more time. I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just getting the freaking magazine because I love it so much. Look at this gift wrapping. Oh my goodness. Isn't that fabulous? I wouldn't even want to unwrap it. But that's like hashtag goals right there. Amazing. Look at that little gift. Who wants to unwrap that? I just want to keep it like that. So cute. Her whole tree is stuffed with it. And then this is really cool. I could see my mom, I could see myself actually really liking this. I have a big tree. It's like 6 foot tall, probably at the widest point, like 4 foot wide. And somebody made it out of old quilts and jewelry. It is the coolest thing. I love that tree. Anyways, it kind of reminds me of this. This is just a much smaller scale where someone made a decorative art piece out of old jewelry, and they made it as a centerpiece for their house, for their fireplace. Look at this house. I don't know if I want to live in it, but I want to visit it. How cool is that? I love it. I love it, love it. I love all this stuff. Look at this. Aren't those ladies fabulous? Oh, cool. I can't wait to see it, Elena. Vicky, hi. Yeah, Melissa, you are up early. Are you in Mexico? Where are you at, girlfriend? Or are you up in Alaska? Oh, I see. The cat had you up. I see. I see. Yeah, my mom's dog wakes her up at 3 a.m. And then she comes and spends the week with me and wakes me up at 3 a.m. Okay, anyways, and then, oh my goodness, TR, I don't know if TR's here, but then there's this whole yellow series. This house is next level, bright and cheerful. I would definitely paint my house that color. I used to have a room painted. My bedroom used to be painted that color, and I loved it. And then look at this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I just love all of this, and I had to share it with y'all. We won't go through the whole magazine, but you can tell it's pretty splendid. I'm sure you can find it at Barnes & Noble. I found it at my Walmart. They also had it in her studio, Stampington. I could not believe that. That shocked me. But just a really fun, for me, very inspirational magazine. I'll never destash it. I'll keep it forever. I love it so much. Look at that. I love it. Okay, I had to show y'all that because I did pick that up this week. You bought new glue too. It's, new year, new glue. Gotta do it. Ah, That could have been it. Maybe the chocolate wasn't hot enough. Oh boy, Natasha. Oh gosh, you've got it. You're a stressy mess. Bless your heart. Hey, Linda Tommen, how are you? How are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, let's make some things. I changed our lighting. My husband, okay, this morning woke up and we heard the beeping. Y'all know the beeping when your fire alarm battery needs to be changed. And which one was it? The one right above my craft desk. So my husband, wow. My husband was like, it's the one above your desk. And I was like, let me clear a path. So I was already coming here to clean. So I came in, cleared a path for him, and I was like, while you're up there, I've been meaning to get this light hung for me. So we rearranged my lights, but of course there's still glare, which drives me nuts. There it is. We'll troubleshoot that another time, but the battery got changed and we tried to fix the light. The light's not fixed. So just look over here. We'll just stay focused over here. Fazzy, you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. I know you're cute. I know. All right, let's make some things. To be honest, I really wanted to make some like really cool collaged paper craft earrings and like fabric brooches, but because of the snafu of the alarm and the lights, I didn't get the time to really prep that project like I need to. But I may end up sharing that with you because I want to make those as gifts. So we'll see. We'll see. So now I'm sitting here going, well, what am I going to make? So let's see. Craft Roulette was lots of fun. I got to watch last night, which was wonderful. Norma, you like the magazine? I loved it too. Oh, you are in Mexico. Well, good for you. Snowbirding in Mexico. I know. I know. It is hard. My stupid internet connection keeps going down. No, Cordelia, say it isn't so. All right, guys. Well, I could just talk to y'all all day long, but I really should be crafting. So let's get these birds out. Let's just make something. How about we just make some Scrappy cards? Let's even be bold and use some big birds. These could also be really nice Christmas ornaments. Let's do that. Let's make some Christmas ornaments. And we'll hang them on my package and make it all pretty. I won't make it as pretty as the lady in the magazine, but I'm gonna make my version of it. My paper crafting version of it. She had like those florist grade birds that are three-dimensional, super cool. I've got these paper birds that are mixed media and super cool. These are from Sweet Pea Curiosities. I just love Marisa's designs. Her aesthetic is 100% in line with mine. And these mixed media birds opened up the whole design team thing for me when I joined her design team. I haven't been designing for her, and only because I got really busy. And then I just really got sidetracked, busy, and was focusing a lot, which I need to do, on my paper designs, which I have a really fun Valentine's kit coming out, you guys. It's digital. I actually really wanted to play with that this morning, but it didn't feel fair for me to play with it and not have it available for you to pick up. So I'll just have to get that listed in my shop. But yeah, I've been working on it for a little while and I think it's just about ready. It's so much fun, you guys. I cannot wait to play with it. Fussy cutting bird feet. Not the most fun thing to do. But it must be done. Okay. Oh, this one will be better. And I will go in and catch that white area there too, but I'll use my box knife for that. Hey, TR. TR, did you see the yellow room in the magazine? It was like a yellow house in the Christmas magazine. It totally made me think of you. I don't know. TR loves yellow like me. I don't know if you've ever painted any of your rooms yellow, TR, but I have, and it's real nice. So one of my bedrooms at my parents' house faced the east, and I painted it golden yellow. And in the morning, the sun would come in and just, I loved it. My mom sold that house a year after my father passed. I wonder if the room's still yellow. Probably not, but I sure did love it. I'd have to warn anybody that was sleeping over. Like, you think it's bright now. Wait till that sun comes up. I've been really wanting to redo our kitchen cabinets and repaint them. Not yellow, but they're like this dark wood color, and it's just too dark. I don't like it. But that's not like painting cabinets. No. People have that job for a reason. I don't want to do it. These little ones are so cute too. Okay, I like these little ones because they have like this paper bit down here, so you don't have to get so fussy with the feet. I thought that was really smart of Marisa to design those that way. Very clever. And then there's these on a branch. Some of them are on a branch, some are not. So now it does look like I resized these. So I printed these 2 copies to a page to get them smaller like this. What magazine? It is the Flea Market Decor. This one right here. We just did a quick flip through of it. I wasn't sure if you were here for that part or not. Let me find the yellow golden beauty real quick for you. I mean, this magazine is incredible. I immediately came home and I was like, okay, I need to see if I can get a subscription. That's how much I liked it, you guys. Okay. Well, I know it's in here somewhere, TR. Here it is. So like this really cool, like vintage, look at that vintage bedspread and yellow and stuff. I used to have armchairs that were that color. It was a crushed yellow velvet, but look at that kitchen. Isn't that fun? I thought of you. This whole house is fun. She put streamers everywhere in tinsel. Oh, just love it. Just love it. Okay, let's cut out a couple of these too. All right. All right, so we've got some birds to work with. Oh, this one's nice because it's kind of all distorted with leaves. I like that. You know what, though? I don't want to deal with cutting between those branches, so those have got to go. But I think the leaves can stay. Anyways, Craft Roulette was so fun last night with Mary Claus and Mary Gary. By the way, didn't Mary Gary's card blow you away? It blew me away. I thought it was so good. Yeah, so that was fun. Definitely a fun episode. This next week will be Mary Claus reading a book. Or I don't know what Mr. Producer has planned. I know that's coming up. I think the book reading might be on Christmas Day. And then I think Mr. Producer is working on something special for Friday because they will not be live. But on the 28th, they will be live and I will be there with Mary crafting. So I really hope you guys will come along and hang out with us and spend, it's not technically New Year's Eve, but for us it is. Spend the last Craft Roulette episode with us. Close out 2024. May will be there to bring in 2025, which is so fun the next week. But I would love to see all of you guys there. Come hang out. Come chat. Come spend your Friday night with us if you can on the 28th. I would love to see you there. And that's over on the Craft Roulette YouTube channel. I feel like I talk about Craft Roulette enough that you guys probably are like, yeah, we know. But still, there's some new people who find us and they might not know. So Craft Roulette is the ultimate paper crafting game show here on YouTube, hosted by Mary Gunn, produced by Mr. Producer, her son, extraordinaire, and it's a whole heap of fun. Just a whole heap of fun. You guys, we had a loss in the family, a really big one yesterday. My husband's maternal grandmother passed away at 101. But she went peacefully. They had just decorated her room for Christmas that day, and she'd had a nice bath and had her little spa day. They used to do spa days for her. She'd had her spa day, and just quietly, when everyone had left the room, crossed over. So I do want to make a card for my mother-in-law. And I'll need to make a card for her sister. That she can hand deliver for me when she goes down for the funeral. But she was the epitome of the kind of Christian who lived a Christ-like life. Like, she was 100% devoted to her community and her church, and just a beautiful soul, who was very much loved and honored and cherished by her community. So I'm sure her celebration of life is going to be pretty spectacular, and we'll get to be there via electronic services because it's in Guyana. So we won't be traveling to Guyana, I don't think. My husband did go for his aunt's funeral, not last summer, but the summer before last. But I don't, right now, we're not planning on him going, but he might. We'll see. Whatever his mom needs support-wise. So it was interesting because I'm a bit of an empath, and yesterday I was crying and I didn't know why. Just like emotion and just tears kind of came over me. And I was like, this is so weird. And my son and my husband were there, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I do not know why I'm crying right now. I just am. And I just have an emotion. I just have this emotion rushing over me, and I don't know where it's coming from. I'm not sad. I'm not upset. And an hour later or so, we get the call. And so I have a feeling I might have been picking up on it. I know that might sound like really weird to a lot of people, and it is, but I don't have any other way of explaining it. And I think I've told y'all before about some of my weird stories like that. I don't know. But it was really weird. Like, it was strange. Don't know how else to say it. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, guys. Hi, Natalie. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's difficult. You know, it's difficult to lose a parent and a loved one no matter how old they are. And I learned that at my grandmother's funeral, who was in her late 90s when she passed. She'd always had excellent health and just kind of went in her sleep. And my oldest aunt, who was in her 70s, was just weeping at her funeral. And she's a woman of great, like, stoic kind of composure. And I learned that regardless of a person's age, the person passing or the family members left behind, I learned right then and there, it's always difficult. I think sometimes even more so, like when you've gone through 70 years of your life with your mom and then she's not there, you know. So I really feel for my mother-in-law today and her sister and brother, because I know it's hard. And what's hard as a bystander is the helpless feeling, you know, when you're like, well, just feel a little helpless. But not my husband. Like, the way he kicked into gear for our family, for his family, when his aunt passed was just absolutely inspirational. Well, that's all. We'll talk about that, okay? It's Saturday. We're trying to craft and have a good time, but that did happen yesterday. All right. So, of course, the feet are bothering me. We've done a pretty good job with them, I would say, but that's driving me crazy. So we're going to do the perfect fix, which is to knock it back with a little bit of brown ink. And now that is not driving me crazy. See the difference that a little bit of brown ink will do? Makes it so much better. So we'll do that to all of these. I think we're going to go tonight and do a trail of lights, walk through a trail of lights. I've been trying to decide what are y'all having for your Christmas dinner? Tell me. I would love to know. We cannot make up our minds. It's somewhere between having a big Mexican food meal or Italian food. And we seem to be split right down the middle. So, y'all give me some inspiration. My son is so much like my father. It's crazy. He wants to try roasted duck, which was my dad's favorite. It just cracks me up that he would even come up with that. He's never had it in his entire life. But he is a lot like him, so it doesn't surprise me. So what are y'all having? Ham. Ooh, yuzu miso glaze. Roasted root vegetables. Delicious. Well, Flo, you think like me. It's like, well, okay, then maybe we'll have a Mexican, Italian extravaganza, but I don't think those two really go together. You know, there's a lot of fusion food that you can do, and it's like, yeah, those go, but maybe rustic Italian, but not lasagna. I don't know. Lasagna and enchiladas? No. But I did think that way for a minute, and then I was like, but what would I make? And I don't think so. I think we have to pick one or the other. There's always New Year's, right? So we could do one for Christmas and the other for New Year's. We've got that option. All right, let me grab a bag of scraps, you guys. They share a lot of the same spices. Oregano. I don't know. I think for me, it's the cilantro and basil clash. I just can't. And the tomato, I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that one, Flo. So I have a huge basil plant in the yard that I need to harvest. Hopefully it's still doing well. I checked on it the other day and it was still doing well. Hopefully it's still doing good. So that's lending to I just grabbed a bag of scraps. The basil is kind of leading me to the Italian because we can have a bunch of fresh basil, fresh pesto. Yeah. What are some other things that you guys are having? Duck tacos. Oh my goodness. Paula, we were down on the river walk with a big family reunion. And, you know, there's 18 of us around the table and the waitress brings the food and she was like, lobster tacos. And I knew right away who ordered that. It was my son. The only one that ordered lobster was a 10-year-old. Oh my gosh. Bless his heart. He liked it, which is good. He ate it all. Okay, I'm liking, a lot of these pieces. This is why I can't throw this one little scrap of paper. Wait, that was actually a really good scrap. I like both sides. But I think we can take these china and we can make something with them. I know y'all are like, why does she have a post-it in her scraps that says China? Well, I was probably working on my postcard book. Okay. Ooh, I have some surprises in store for you guys. Good ones. Oh, there's those cards. I need to finish these and turn these into cards. Maybe we could do that right now too. I can't go on and on and on today because we have a big day planned. My hubby will be back soon. but I think we can make some really pretty cards. Oh my gosh. Love that piece of paper. Okay. Let's do this. So just scraps, scraps, scraps. Yes, your girl has got all the scraps. And of course, I like them because it's all paper that I used at one point to make something. And then I said to myself, can't throw that away. Yeah, I think splitting between the holidays makes sense too, Heidi. I mean, Flo, sorry. Turkey, ham, mac and cheese, yams, rice, gravy, green beans, kale, and more desserts than we need. Ava, my stomach just growled. I don't think you could hear it, but reading that list just made my stomach growl. That sounds delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right. Wonder if we can mat now. That's fine. We don't really need a mat. Let's go ahead and make those Alice cards real quick. But look at these scraps. Oh my gosh. We're going to make some fun cards today. Bill is, I've got not like a personal update, but just one I saw on the community page of Mindless Crafting because people have been asking. And Bill is recovering. He's taking his time, taking it easy. Tracy's doing the same. I'm so happy they are doing that. So that is really, really good. All right, 3 card bases. Right, Vicky? He's adventurous. It sounds like a good quality. Absolutely. He is adventurous, and that is a good quality. When it comes to food, he's adventurous. He's getting more adventurous in other ways, too. Like, he ate sardines with me. I was just curious if he would do it more than anything, and he did. He ate sardines one day. When I was a kid, that wasn't anything unusual. My dad liked caviar and sardines and all that kind of stuff. So I grew up thinking all that was pretty normal. But it's not anything I've fed my kids. All right. I have cleaned my hands so many times today, and you can't tell. It's because I've been a busy lady today. I cleaned it before I even came into this live, and it doesn't look like it. Ham, smoked turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, salad, and roasted vegetables and pie. You guys, I'm getting really hungry hanging out with you. Okay, I'm going to grab, I was just thinking yesterday, first of all, I'm serious about destashing, you guys. I'm really serious about it. I'm going to reclaim my craft room. And I was thinking about stamps that I would get rid of and stamps that I didn't want to get rid of, which got me to thinking, well, then you better use them, Bitty Penny. And one of those is my background stamps. I have so many cool background stamps, whoops, that I never use. So we're going to use some right now on these 3 cards. Look at this one. They're too good. I'm not getting rid of these. The thing is, I'm a 5x7 card maker for the most part, and these are always 6x6. I wish they were bigger. I wish they were like 8x8 or 6x8 or something like that. But they're not. So we'll try to make it work. Now, I'm going to leave this just right here on its acetate. I'm not even going to worry about peeling that off. I'm going to lay it flat on my desk, ink it up, and just tap my card to it. Okay, let's find some colors. I think I'm going to do pink. Ooh. Kitsch Flamingo, why not? I was looking for a worn lipstick because that's what I always use. But I don't see it, so we're going to do Kitsch Flamingo. My roasted root veg will be potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, parsnips, onions, and rutabaga. Wow. Yeah. I love beets. I like shredded raw beet, like in my salad. I also like beet juice. I'm not one for cooked beets. Never really liked them cooked, but I like them raw. Okay. Feels a little hit and miss, but that's okay. Let's get this on here. I think what I'll do, what would it be like if I hit it angled? I don't know. We're not going to do that. We're going to go down like this. Let me grab a piece of paper. Did anyone else ever order this big old thing from Stampin' Up and never use it? This big thing of paper that you're supposed to like stamp on? I bought one. No, I've maybe used 2 sheets of paper out of this thing. So I got it out and I was like, use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. So we're going to use it right now. I think because it was just so big is why I never used it. And I work on glass. But I do often, y'all see me reach for scrap paper, so I can use it. All right, let's see. I think I need to use, all right, a different pattern down here at the bottom, because I'm not going to be able to line it up exactly, but I like what that did. We just need a different pattern down here in a different color. So let's ink this up again for another background. This was, if anyone's wondering as far as this was a digital that I put on patterned paper, and then I added like a little digital bow. That's it. This one has some like gold paper that I put on it. I mean, they're real simple stuff. All kinds of greens. Yeah, greens are good. I do too. I like collard greens, mustard greens. I don't like real bitter, like arugula is not my favorite, but I do like a lot of greens. I've always loved Brussels sprouts, and my daughter does too. Sauerkraut. Yeah, you know, I like sauerkraut, but in a very unhealthy way. I like sauerkraut caramelized with sugar. Probably defeats all of the health benefits of eating sauerkraut, but it sure does taste good. I used to work when I was in college at this vegan restaurant because I was a vegan vegetarian for like 17 years. And anyways, they had this vegan Reuben, and they would caramelize the sauerkraut with brown sugar. Oh man, was it good. So, so good. This side should be dry, I think. Love pickled beets. I like pickled okra. let's just talk about food. It's that time of year. I still have a pad from Buddhist Monroe, but once I got my glass mat, the pad got to put to the side. Exactly, Linda. 100%. That did not go as planned, but it's okay because it'll be covered. I'm not sweating it. See, don't even know. I'm really doing it for the borders here. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's pick another color and another pattern. Of course, I love evergreen bough, and I think it could really work, but there's already a lot of green. How about the light blue? Let's pull out that light blue instead. Speckled egg. So my daughter has recently, in the last year, that's recent, by the way, fallen in love with tamales, which is so funny. And here's why. She hadn't touched them the first 10 years of her life. And then I finally got her to try them. She's like, oh, wait, no, these are good. And I'm like, yeah. When I was pregnant with her, all I wanted was tamales. All the time, tamales and tuna fish. And she always thought, why did you crave the grossest stuff when you were pregnant with me, but you craved the good stuff with Enzy? With my son, I craved banana splits and lemonade. And with my daughter, I craved tuna fish and tamales. And my husband used to have to, well, he didn't have to, but he so lovingly would get up, and there's a Mexican food restaurant in town that serves like breakfast tacos and stuff, but you can get tamales at 7 a.m. and have to go get me some tamales at 7 a.m. Let's do these blue flowers. Pickled eggs, bologna, and all the things. Wow. I've heard of pickled eggs because you can like season them, you know, with all kinds of flavor when you pickle an egg. I have heard of that. I have never in my life heard of pickled bologna. I will say, when we were in Spain, the first like deli that we walked in, and they just had legs of animals hanging up, and it still had the fur and the hoof on it, and they were carving the meat off the leg. That was a different experience. I was coming off of being a vegetarian for many years, so that was different. But man, the sandwiches were good. The meat was fresh. This is risky business, but it is just cardstock. Kind of works. I kind of like it. I kind of don't. We'll see. Let's put one of these on there. Oh, that'll work. We'll make that work. It's very faint. The lines are very fine. It's not terrible. Could be better. All right. All right. Okay, and so I anticipated I would get off like that with some of them. We'll just use a scrap of paper, and we will fix that situation. Okay, let me clean this up. him. It was different. But you know, it is good to know where your food comes from. It just was different. Like, if you get hair in your food, it might be from the source. You know, it was real different for this very American girl. I hear you, bird. I hear you. All right. We don't have to obey the bird today. That's the good news. All right, I'm going to put these off to the side. And we all know why I had to do a cleanup the other day, because I do that kind of thing. All right, here's my birds. Let's get these 3 out. Let's see what else we can do to them. I am liking them. Okay, and we have these scraps. And sometimes I'm so silly that I will save a branding strip. That one's not long enough. This is not even a branding strip. This is a part of a journal or a book. I'm surprised this made it in my scraps, kind of. But even something like that will do. We'll do that for one of the cards. Just right back there. I don't even know how much of the pattern is going to show. Not very much. Let's see what else we can find. The problem is some of these branding strips just aren't quite long enough. Hey, Faz. Can you talk to your sister? She's up in the other room. That's a pretty piece. Let's see. I don't think any of these are long enough or the right color. Let me grab another handful of scraps. I still have them. Ooh, something like this will work, because that centerpiece will be, that hole right there will be covered. So we'll use that one. Okay, and we'll use that one. Problem solved. Just move these over. Work on one at a time. Yeah, so I want to make some jewelry as Christmas gifts. Do y'all want to see that? Do y'all want to see me make jewelry? I don't know. You have to tell me. I'm going to do it, but I don't know if I should share it. Like, I don't know if y'all want to actually see it. Hoghead cheese is another can't go there. Nope. I'm with you on that one, Linda. I mean, kudos to anyone who can, and the lights and those kinds of things, because I love that all the animal is being used. I'm just too squeamish for such things. Same thing with, like, the duck liver. What is that called? It's like outlawed in the United States. Fromage? No, that's cheese in French. Something like that. I think it starts with an F. If I have any Canadians, maybe they can set me straight. Oh, Mary, you are brave. You are so brave. That's what it is, foie gras. Yeah. Thank you. I knew it started with an F. I mean, at least I thought it did. Cool. We got an Alice card. Yippee. Let's do it again. Now this piece, I'm going to center some of my favorite parts of it. Let's see, if I move this over, will I still, yeah, I'll still be able to cover that part. I just want to get that rose and leaf in there. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, who knows what we actually eat sometimes? I'm just going to say. Because our stuff is so heavily processed. And to be honest, I'd rather have things like that than the GMO stuff that we've been eating. I'm just not convinced that it's the best for us. The bioengineered food that comes in a bag. I definitely, one of the things, you know, I do want to think about more in the new year is just continuing to increase our fresh food and decrease our processed food. I'm a work in progress. I mean, we're pretty good as a family, but I'm kind of terrible as an individual when it comes to that kind of thing, because I will put a lot of things before my health. As far as like, I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to spend a lot of time or effort making my lunch, but I'll do it for others. So I want to work on that. Cool. I like these. Yay. That last scrap was pretty fabulous. That was Prima paper. Beth, Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite. Oh my gosh, they're my favorite. But I can tell, that's the thing. I think I've really got to put my health first, because now I can kind of tell I'm getting some sugar reactions that I didn't have before. Maybe a little insulin resistance. So I got to get it in check. I don't want that to get out of hand, you know? But man, Reese's peanut butter cups. I need to make my own, because then I can use peanut butter or, you know, sun butter or something that doesn't have as much sugar, and a less sugary chocolate. And I've made my own before. It's super easy. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't have to stop eating peanut butter cups. I just need to make my own instead of buying them, so I know what's inside of them. We made 3 cards from scraps. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my camera there, but we're going to try to fix that for you guys. There we go. Those are fun. Those can be like, I'll probably put those so that I can send them with orders as thank you cards when people place orders. I'm doing more and more of that these days. I try to put a handmade card with every order. So that's probably where those will go. Now, we fussy cut out these birds, and you had to sit there for all of that. So we're definitely going to use them. I think these big pink ones would be really pretty ornaments because they're so large. I think we can make some really pretty ornaments with those. Let's give it a try. I have some ideas. And then these would just be great on cards. So I could make a whole set of bird cards. Okay, for these, let me grab some materials that I'm thinking of. materials that I'm thinking of being like upholstery scraps. I've been maybe hoarding this piece and this piece because they're some of my favorite colors. I love these two. Let's see, the other ones I grabbed are more like faux leather. I don't necessarily want faux leather ornaments. Plus, that might smell a little funky on a tree with Christmas lights. Okay. I have some more upholstery fabric. I need to grab it. You could do this all paper. You wouldn't need any fabric, but I kind of want to use some fabric. So hold on a second. I'm going to BRB. Okay, I had recently stashed my upholstery in the man cave. Don't tell my hubby. You see what he has to put up with? But I wasn't using it. It was taking up precious space in my craft room. So I went and hid it in the man cave. Oh, my poor husband. Okay, but yeah, I've got these sample books that I got from our local thrift store for 50 cents. And I think I want to use some of these for these birds. Let's see if we can make some ornaments. Let's pick some colors. I'm really liking the blue. Ooh, I like that blue. Let's see. Black, red. Ooh, that's a nice green, but I don't think it goes with our birds. The pink is really lovely. Let's grab some of this pink. Let's get this one right here. Ooh, and I think that blue is perfect. Let's get both of these. I did make that sign with Dollar General. Yep. This right here is from the Dollar General. They have like a wood section. So it's wood and it's a tag. I even used the same thing, like it came with this twine. And then these letters are from the Dollar General. And I got a BRB. And then I covered it with patterned paper, and then I collaged the back with like napkins and paper and made this like collaged background. But yeah, I made that. I'm pretty sure there's a video for it. My friend Dee Dee has some cut up license plate letters, and she has the BRB, which is where I got the idea. And I was like, I need that because I'm constantly getting up from my desk to go grab something in my lives. And I don't want people to think there's like a technical error because it goes silent. So that's why I put it there. Okay. Let's grab this one too. It's so pretty. Oh, well, hold on. Let's look at this other book real quick. Like this one right here. It has some real like gorgeous kind of textured velvet fabric in it. Ooh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. All the colors. Ooh, love that one. The chartreuse. It's so funny. My birthstone is a peridot. And all growing up, I thought I had the worst birthstone known to man. But as an adult, I totally love it. I'm wondering if I can get this loose. Ooh, looks like I can. I love it, Angie. And it's nice because it's so compact and it fits like the size that I need it to. Woohoo! Look at us go. I like this much better than trying to cut the pages out because I'll get to use more of it. There's that chartreuse I was trying to get to. I think that'll be so pretty with the pink and the green. You know, you always need a little contrast in your projects. And I think that is really pretty. So that was what I was going for. But now I'm deconstructing the book of upholstery fabric samples because I can. This is pretty cool. I'm actually going to keep this because I'm a junk journaler and I think we could use this for something. You know, I think that could be something. Where's the other screw? I got a screw loose. There it is. Found it. Hi, Jonah. All is well. I'm going to toss the rest of this. Aren't y'all proud of me? I think I can actually recycle most of it. All right. All of this is going away. Now I just have to store this. I mean, I like the books. It is nice to keep them together, but I kind of like that I can take this, deconstruct it too. All right. Did I see Dawn in here? Dawn is here. Hey, Dawn. How you doing? Dawn, do you want to come on and craft with me one Saturday? I know you'd have to wake up for it. Not real early, but by 8, 9. I asked Beth too. We can hang out. And Beck Ann's welcome. And Maddie. And Sala. I just want to craft with friends. I just want to hang out with my friends. All right. So what I'm thinking is that we can kind of create an ornament here. Don't worry, we'll get back to like a normal project too, cards or whatever, but let's just play with this for a minute. Shall we? It's really pretty with the blue and the pink. The chartreuse is got some definite contrast. Debbie J, you're welcome too. All right. All right. I don't think Elizabeth would. Even if I say 8 or 9, I still think that's too early for Elizabeth. Which I understand because we're on different schedules, she and I. I can't craft at night. I don't have anything left at night. I'm just grabbing some old chipboard. Like this is from a watercolor palette that I ran out of the watercolor paper, but of course I keep the chipboard because why buy it when it comes to us for free? So let's use some chipboard as our base for the ornament, because I think if we don't use chipboard, the ornament's just going to be like a little floppy. So let's use the chipboard. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. And why does my camera keep doing that? I'm so sorry. I need to fix it, but that would take, that might be a little rough for y'all. Think. I think what I'll do is cover this with some of my tea-dyed rice paper. I'm just gonna get 2 sheets out. This is the Daiso rice paper that I tea dye, which is a very delicate process. If y'all think I wear the same shirt every day, I truly don't. It's just, I have this one hanging on the back of my craft chair. So if I come into my craft room cold, I can put it on. It's like a, you know, it's like a sweater. It's kind of my craft room snuggly sweater these days. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put this on. My hubby is pacing. Probably need to go to catch the replay. Well, he's ready to get his Saturday going. I understand, Angie. I hope you have an awesome day. Hi, Carmina. How's it going? A little bit of Mod Podge. Get a little Mod Podge going on this situation. I'm covering the ugliest side of this chipboard. I'm not going to worry about the other side because it looks clean and good and fine, and the color doesn't bother me. If you didn't want to do this, you could just paint it. You could use gesso, acrylic paint. You could cover it with paper. You could do a masterboard, you know, where you Franken paper your paper on there. There's a million different options for how to cover the chipboard. I'm choosing the quickest, easiest option, to be honest, and just kind of what popped in my head first, which was this rice paper. My husband, why do I keep calling him that? Today, my hubby will probably be pacing when he comes home too, because we have a big day going on. He'll be like, "You're still alive?" Like, this is Saturday. This is when I play with wild abandon and don't worry about the clock. Bam. And just like that, it's covered. And I like this texture I'm getting too with it. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I plugged in my heat gun. I didn't. Don't mind me as I work this out. Hold on. we go. Problem solved. All right, we have heat. We have electricity. Let's go. How are you doing, Carmina? Hey, Carrie. So good to see you. All right. I'm just going to get this started with some heat to kind of get it going for the drying process. Get it warmed up. I need to clean this space. Me too, Cordelia. I worked on it a little bit this morning. There we go. Making progress now. Good, Carmina. I'm so glad. Oh, yeah, no, Dawn. I cannot type on a phone. Phone makes me feel like Tim Holtz with sausage fingers. I'm not saying Tim Holtz has sausage fingers. He says that about himself. I think his... Did I say scissors? Sausage fingers. I don't even know what I said. I don't think Tim Holtz has sausage fingers. Part of me wants to say he had... that I said he had sausage scissors. Because I had his scissors on me. I don't know. Anyways... His fingers are perfectly fine and normal, but he says he has sausage fingers. And that's how a phone keyboard makes me feel. And then the autocorrect is always wretched. I hate my autocorrect on my phone. It seems to be the worst version. And then I have to go back and edit my text or just be like, well, they think I'm an idiot, so I'll just keep going. The things we have to complain about, right? Okay. For me, that is better than the original. Let's, it's not perfect. I might have to come back and glue the edges down more later. Let's work with this though. This is our substrate, okay, for making this ornament or these ornaments. One thing I need to do is bring in my birds because my birds are going to dictate the size. I think I'll be able to get all three out of this, but they are definitely going to dictate the size of these ornaments. This one's a little concerning. That big long tail. These might be a little big for an ornament. If I back the birds, that would help. Let's look at it with the fabric and figure out how the fabric plays into this design. Now remember, this was really just meant to be a backing. So I would have some structure for the bird. And I don't want to pierce a hole like through the bird. I want to have something on the background to pierce my hole through. I like that edge there. We're gonna have to back the birds. That way they can hang off the edges and not be all bent. What's kind of fun about these ornaments is that it doesn't scream Christmas. So they could, in theory, hang it throughout the year. You know what we need, my friends, is lace. We're gonna have to throw some lace on this project. I'm just gonna cut out little squares of this material. We don't need a whole lot. We just need a little square of sorts. And then this, I'm gonna have to back this on like 110-pound cardstock, or like it would be really good if I backed it on like food board, like from food packaging. So many birds. All right. Let's figure out the dimensions real quick, like. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just using this other 6x6 piece of board to create my shape. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, let's do that again. So let me cut this out. It may not be perfectly straight, but I don't think that really matters for this project, to be honest. I don't want to fight with the scissors. This would be a good last minute gift if y'all need last minute gifts for people. You can make a few of these kind of ornaments and give it with some candy or something. Better than store-bought. That's all I'm saying. Okay, even though it has pencil lines, my version does. Right now, anyways. Now, there's stamping. There's all kinds of things that can be going on. We can add like Prima flowers. There's all kinds of things. But I think that size is just about right. Okay, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and take this and cut a couple more out. Use a straight edge. Whoops, fell on the floor. So what is on y'all's wish list? Oh my gosh, is Cordelia still here? Because I almost bought my husband laundry baskets for Christmas, and my daughter was like, that is the worst Christmas gift you could ever give somebody. And I was like, yeah, but these are pretty cool. And my husband's the one that folds the laundry. I mean, we could try to get the kids to fold their own. But I was like, yeah, but these are pretty cool. And she's like, no, you're not allowed. That is the worst gift ever. And it was so funny because then I thought of Cordelia and her toaster. I was like, yeah, I'm about to make a toaster moment, aren't I? Okay, I can't do this. I'm going to have to share that with her. I don't think she's here. But it did make me think of her toaster gift. Okay. Now, let me pick up my other one off the floor so I can get the width somewhat. I'm just going to divide this in half, really. But still, I think we'll pretty much be able to get 3 of these. Yeah, we're going to be good. So this is just about 8 inches wide, so I'll cut at the 4. Right there. She's here. She's lurking. Oh, yeah. You've gotten a lot of mileage out of that toaster. Well, that is good. That's lemonade, Cordelia. I did not buy the laundry baskets. All right. Yay, we have 3 bases for our ornaments. Woohoo! All right. And this, I mean, really, we can make 2 more easily from this piece, but I'm just going to put it to the side for now. We've got enough on our plate with these 3. All right. Now, here's the fun part to me and my mixed media mindset: stencils, stamps, all the fun things. We have a really neutral palette here. Paste. Let's get some paste on this situation. Let me grab some paste. I think I put it all away like a good little crafter, so let me get it out. You could make paper flowers. You can put lace on them. You could put glitter on them. Pam's not here. Don't tell her. I brought out the glue. I mean the glitter. You could put glitter. We're going to use some Simon Hurley paste. Use it or lose it. This one I can already tell is getting dry. So let's put a little paste on these. I'm going to use, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting excited. I'm going to use this Tim Holtz stencil set from this Christmas. We've got holly, a tree, and then sparkle. Let's do it. Here's what I do. Once I think my paste are drying up, y'all, then this one's getting thick. When I notice this happens, I'll just get out a ton of paper, a ton of stencils, and I'll just use it all up at one time. And then I store that paper off to the side, and I can use it for collaging. I can use it for, you know, projects in the future. I basically just have a bunch of, you know, pasty paper. Bunch of pasty paper. But I'd rather have a bunch of pasty paper than a bunch of wasted money. So we may need to do that in the new year. We may need to sit down with some of my precious lunar paste and have a session so that I don't just have a bunch of dried bottles of paste. Ooh, so nice. Okay, we're gonna do some more of that over here. And you know, if you have, like I have a ton of lunar paste. I buy the whole bundles. Once I went for it, I was just like, okay, I went all in. So I could send it off in Happy Mail or whatever. Like if I didn't want to keep all the paper for myself. Man, this stencil is the bomb, Mr. Holtz. Mr. Holtz. I love it. And I know I could put like plastic on the top of it and do all those kinds of things to preserve it. And I should, and that's a great idea. I'm not poo-pooing on that idea. But you do just need to use it too. It's a consumable. You got to consume the consumables. Ooh, I know I keep showing you, but it's because it's so cool. Love that. All right, let's clean this up a bit. It's not that I haven't used them either. I say that jar is not half full anymore. All right, let me clean that up. Hi, Debbie. Needed some company. Oh, well, we are here for you. Is Larry out playing golf? Disc golf, to be exact. Tell him I said hi when you see him. Okay, now, I've shown y'all this before too. When I'm cleaning my stencil like this, especially when it has like a bunch of paste on it, this paper may not be the best. This is an experiment with this paper. I usually use like copy paper or something. But I'm going to pull out this rice paper because it was the one I had out. But what you can do is lay your stencil down, take the wet wipe, and clean your stencil off onto paper. And it'll push it through that stencil. The Depression era grandmother who lives inside of me loves that I do this. You could also just take it to your sink and clean it. But waste not, want not. Bam. And we'll just take this over here and do it again. I'll probably get one more out of it. The Depression era grandmother aspect of me, I love. She doesn't waste anything. However, she also makes me look like a hoarder sometimes. That's pretty clean by my standards anyways. I kind of don't mind real fine stencils staying dirty with like a stencil paste, as long as it doesn't just mess up the pattern, only because I think it makes them stronger and less likely to tear. All right. Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Oh my gosh. Myself, not so much. I will use this paper. It's great. Okay, and it worked on the rice paper. Hey, Stormy Swan. How you doing? Okay. This is still wet. You can dry lunar paste with your heat gun. So let's just do a little bit of that. Oh yeah, Beth. Yep. I acknowledged her years ago. She's in there. She cringes every time I go to the kitchen and I've bought a new jar of sun butter. We have to do sunflower seed butter in our house because my son is highly allergic to peanuts, like highly. And so anyways, I'll buy a new jar because the old jar is halfway done and he opens the new one. And that granny just screams in my head. But I don't scream out loud. I just let the grandma scream. I just tell him, hey, buddy, can you use the other half of the first jar before you open a new one? But he'll do that with yogurt, sun butter, anything. Once he sees there's a new one, honey, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to use that new jar. Granted, the old jar is not even old. It's like a week old or something. I have a teenager, so for a snack, he'll have 4 sandwiches. If you've had a teenage boy, you know what I'm talking about. Bye, Linda. Jenna, hi. How you doing? We're just hanging out, chatting, crafting. We've been doing all kinds of things. Filling glue bottles, looking at magazines, making scrappy cards. Now we're making ornaments. This will be the last project of the day. But just to catch you up, get you all caught up on what's going on. We've talked about what we're eating for Christmas. Dang, this is already dry. Awesome. Even if it's not dry all the way through, it's dry enough that I can continue to craft. So let's do that. So we've got this beautiful pink fabric here. And I want to just put a piece of that over here. I'm going to cut it out right there. No measuring. No measuring needed for this project. I don't think I can rip upholstery fabric, but let's try. Ah, you can. Nice. I much preferred it ripped. Let's get this all frayed out too. Hi, Rose. Fax Flo. What kind of fax is Flo? Oh yeah, me too, Rose. I mean, my poor husband had to come in here for the first time in a long time. This space is not meant for outsiders. Not at all. Okay, so the birdie's going there. This other upholstery sneaking in here like this. This is our ornament we're making, you guys. It's gonna be so fun. Sorry about my camera. I really am. Let me try to fix it just a little bit. I just don't want to drive y'all crazy. I think that's gonna help. Okay. I don't like it going sideways on us. All right, I still want to back the birds. So I had printed the birds on a photo paper that's not incredibly thick. So I still want to back the birds, but for now, let's glue with, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to go ahead and glue down the fabric. This fabric, because it's from a sample book, has this paper on it. I'm going to leave the paper on it. Put some glue on it. I definitely have to give one of these to my mom. I have to give one of these to my sister-in-law. Glad I'm making 3. Okay. And this one's going to go here. And I'm not worried about that little hole there at all. Our bird will cover it just fine. I'm going to go ahead and put that there though. We can also bring in lace. I think this project needs some lace. I also think it needs some broken jewelry on it, which that sounds terrible, but trust the process. It's going to be fabulous. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, I have like these cameos, and I do actually have some broken jewelry. This one's not. This was a gift, and I love this one. Not that one. More like this stuff. We're definitely gonna have to put like one of these on there. So pretty. I think I only have a couple of those left. These are actually not broken jewelry, but I bought them from somewhere. I don't remember where. And I also got some of this in my Dreams Etc. kits. But we're definitely going to have to put some of those beauties on. I have, looks like one more of those. I also bought these somewhere too. Those are really pretty. Let's grab a few of those out. You could do the birds and the bees. You could do whatever. Keys, clips. Like, we could take one of these clips, and instead of punching a hole here, what we could do is like glue this clip on to make it permanent. And then someone can hang like a Christmas hook from it if they wanted to hang it on their tree or hang it somewhere. This is what the back looks like, by the way. And I like that it's just like this regular chipboard. But yeah, we might end up using these clips for the top. I've got chain. So we could even put chain at the top, you know, like it could hang from some jewelry chain. Possibilities are endless. Maybe you don't have any of that stuff, but maybe you have some of these from the Dollar Tree. You could poke a hole at the top, put that up there. You could just do whatever. Anything your heart desires. All right. Let's go ahead and put the fabric on. Hi, Brian. Did I see Brian's here? Hi, Brian. All right, Brian, I'm working on ornaments. But they're not like real Christmassy, so my thought is that someone could hang these like in their space all year long. but I can give it as a Christmas gift. This would be a good stocking stuffer. I don't know about you guys, but we do stocking stuffers. Like we do stockings for everyone in our family. I think I mentioned this the other day. So we have like 11 stockings up in our house. And we love filling stockings. This would be a good stocking stuffer. Okay. Put that one there. Awesome. What do y'all think? Do y'all like this project? Or is it too far out there? I like it, personally. And far out there is kind of my specialty. Freezing outside. Stockings are so fun, aren't they? Last year I shared with y'all, we made, I'm pretty sure we did it right here on my channel. We kind of put together some of the MacGyver kits that I came up with for the guys. It's just so fun to come up with different things. This year, I got them those universal socket things. Have y'all seen those? It's like, it attaches to a drill and it has a series of like, it's a cylinder that's filled with a series of kind of rods that make it universal for removing, I think, bolts. I don't know. I mean, I only halfway know what I'm talking about. But it's like a universal tool, and I thought the dudes will like that. Then we do things like incense, and I did hand lotions this year and chapstick. And the ladies are getting Bath and Body Works in theirs. And then people's favorite candies or sweets. My father-in-law doesn't like candy, but he likes baked goods, so I'm baking for him for his stocking. It's just so fun. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, Dawn loves it. Yay. Oh, Beth likes it. Yay. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? And Rose likes it. Woo. I'm relieved. I'm glad. Glad it's not just me. Okay. This is going to be the boring part, but let's back these birds, especially this dude with this tail is too fragile to put on here without being backed. So we'll go ahead, we can clip these on. This one, I'm gonna have to trim this one down a little bit because it's just a little too big up there. Little clips on. I will probably glue these clips on too, you guys. That way they're like a permanent part of it. So let's grab some more fabric. Look, I have a whole nother piece. That fabric went pretty far. Okay, we have these other gorgeous fabrics too, which match the birds quite well. Keep going with this green swatch down in the corner. Now, I'm not measuring and I'm not worried about straight lines. I think with this kind of project, you can get away with the good enough kind of approach. Good enough. All right. I still might bring in a little bit of the blue, but I don't know. I do think the blue is lovely, but that one's already glued down. Maybe just a little bit of blue behind the green. We'll see. Lace. We need lace. And we're still going to add and embellish with these pieces too. Okay, let's for now get these birds backed because they kind of need to go on there so I can figure out where the rest of the things are going to go. I'm not going to glue down these yet because the lace might end up going behind them. So let's put our projects off to the side. Let me grab 110-pound cardstock. Another alternative would be if you don't have 110-pound, maybe you have watercolor paper. That would be a good alternative to back these, or cereal board. You know, food packaging, great backing. The inside is usually, you know, white or cardboard, so this would be a good alternative as well. I'm going to go easy, and I'm going to use this really thick cardstock. Call it a day as far as how I'm going to back my birds. Hi, Debbie J. What are you and Todd up to? What are you having for Christmas? I hope your father-in-law is doing well. Gwen, what are y'all eating for Christmas? What are you having? My daughter wants jerk chicken, but that would require my father-in-law to do it, and he already cooked Thanksgiving because we were out of town, so I don't want to, you know, have him cook both. Plus, with the recent loss, it just doesn't feel like the right time, so I want to be able to cook Christmas for everyone. And I don't know how to make authentic jerk chicken. Oh my gosh, and his ribs, his jerk ribs, oh my gosh, they're amazing. I know why that's what she wants. It's because it's delicious. I get it. Rice and peas, jerk chicken, all the things. Okay. Now, it would have been better if I had backed these before I fussy cut them out. So yes, I have to fussy cut them twice in this case. But it's okay. Sometimes you've got to do it. And it's worth it. Sorry you have to watch it twice, but this is real-time crafting for you. Split-minute decision making. Minus 10 Celsius. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is Kim awake? Is she around still? I was wondering if she'd ever been to North Pole, Alaska, or anyone here. I kind of want to go. It sounds pretty magical. I think I'm going to have to add it to my bucket list. I've taken Disney at Christmas can now come off my bucket list, so I can add a new thing. And North Pole, Alaska sounds pretty cool, but I think I'd have to do it in July. I don't think I could handle it in the winter. I'm acclimated to Texas, y'all. Only in the movies, Biddy. Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be cool. Alaska is a state I definitely want to go to. I haven't been to, so I think there's about maybe 13 states I haven't seen and visited. Alaska, Puerto Rico. I know it's not a state, but it is part of the United States. Hawaii. I haven't been to Maine. And I don't think I've been to Ohio. And my goodness, I need to get to Ohio because that's where Beth is. That's where Elizabeth is. That's where a lot of fabulous crafters evidently reside in Ohio. And they've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I don't know what else. One of my husband's craziest friends is from Ohio. So I want to go. You've been to the North Pole? Nice, Melissa. Is it fun? Is it festive? Is it worth it? Should I come from Texas to go? Would it be fun in the summer? I have so many questions. You're probably like, yeah, that's what Google's for, but seems like fun. I got to travel a whole lot in my 20s. And there's just a lot of places I want to show my kids, but there's still a lot of places I need to go and want to go. Sorry, I was getting lost in my thoughts of this very sweet woman who was in my life back in my 20s through, I worked for a feminist organization that was international. And she was Inuit Indian, and she was always trying to marry me off to one of her sons. And she was like, he's a great fisherman. The village has a lot of respect for him. He would be a great husband. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't just marry your son. Her name was Dottie. She was really special and cool. She used to come and do like prayer and spiritual kind of leadership at some of our conferences. She was really, really cool, really wonderful person. I just couldn't run off to Alaska and marry her son. Even if he was a great fisherman and highly respected in the village. But it was very sweet of her to ask. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all had to watch me fussy cut these a second time. All in the name of proper paper crafting. And I would still rather do this than color with alcohol markers. Oh my goodness. All right. I think we've got it for the most part. Now I'm going to bring in my X-Acto knife and get the rest of it. And of course, just color on them with some ink. Yeah, I know. Beth, I could just get kind of lost in it. I get lost in my thoughts. I start thinking about all kinds of things. It's very like, I really enjoy it. I enjoy fussy cutting, but I know it's not for everyone. I respect that. Neither is alcohol markers. They are not for everyone either. Me being one of those people. But they are a great tool. I do like them. I just don't love coloring with them. All right. Chicken feet. Here we go. Bird feet. And I just have to get in the nooks and crannies. As much as is reasonable. You guys, I want to go on a crafty tour of meeting my friends. I just want to go around and meet a lot of y'all in person. That's also a bucket list thing. Just for funsies, let's talk about our bucket list. What do y'all got on y'all's bucket list? Japan is on my bucket list. Going to the Olympics is on my bucket list. Maybe the North Pole. I need to do more research. Seeing a Saturday Night Live episode live, me in the studio, live from New York. It's Saturday night. That's a bucket list. I should have done it when my brother-in-law he didn't live, when he worked at NBC Studios. That was probably the best opportunity that I had. But I'm not counting it out. It's on the list. So those are my bucket list things. You want to take a crafty trip with friends too, Dawn? We should make it happen. Just go see everybody. Go see Bill and Tracy and Mary, and go up to all of our Ohio folks. So I'm just hitting this, you guys, with my brown brush to hide some of the fussiness of the cutting. Okay, we did it. You made it through. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Of course, I don't know how many people left, but you did it. If you're still here, you did it. All right. Let me get my lace. I think it's right behind me. Yeah. There's always a bit of lace within arm's reach in my craft room. Okay. And then this nice sturdy bird is going to go on here. Yeah, I like that. I just got an idea. What if I cut the green down to look like a branch that he's standing on? And then I can bring in the blue. Sorry, I just throw my scissors down. That might be a little loud for y'all. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll have to bring in some bling. And this bird is going to be popped up. Like I'm going to use foam and pop him up. But I think that's it. I think I really like it, and we're going to go for it. Breakfast. Breakfast sounds good. And my camera's still tilting, whatever. I give up on that. I'm not fighting that fight today. Sorry, you guys. Let's glue this down. There we go. You can use PVA glue for lace, and you can use it for fabric. It just takes longer to dry than Fabri-Tac, but you can use it. So if you don't have Fabri-Tac, you could still make this project, is what I'm getting at. I did try some other glues to see if I could find one that was like maybe a little less pricey, but I can't find a substitute that works as good as Fabri-Tac. I mean, Fabri-Fix is I consider those two interchangeable, but aside from those two, I can't really find an alternative. All right. So let's add some foam. I'm going to go pretty heavy on the foam here. Putting them pretty close. I might have to move that one piece. Hold on. I might need to move this one. Let's see where this, yeah. Okay, and then I just need some like back here and down here. Let me trim that one up. Well, guys, I've had a lot of fun today crafting with y'all and making these ornaments. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we made 3 scrappy cards. Yep, got to go visit Desiree. I bet there's crafters in all 50 states that we would want to visit. And beyond, of course, all of our international gals too. And the dudes. All the people. All the crafty people. Okay, I'm going to put Fabri-Tac here because this will be on the fabric and I do want it tacked down. And we can put Fabri-Tac on the glue, on the foam if you're worried about it sticking. You could also do something like this. I think this is a project where the Prima flowers would be really pretty. I think that one's a little big. Ooh, let's just put one right there. Gorilla Glue. Now, once I put it down, I like to use this Gorilla Glue for my metal pieces. I think you can use Fabri-Tac, but I don't know. I just like to use this Gorilla Glue for my metal pieces that I put on. But it takes forever to dry. So once I put this on, I can't like hold this piece up or anything. I'll have to keep it flat. You definitely want to make that like the last thing you're going to do to your piece, and then just let it sit for a day. Oh, but I think it's so fun. What a pretty ornament slash hang tag. You know, and you could put 2 clips and do like a jeweled, you could bead like a hanger on with like beads and pretty ribbon or whatever. That would be really pretty too. For now, I won't glue this bulldog clip on. I'm just gonna clip it on for now. But there is one completed. What do y'all think? You like it? Yay, Norma, you like it. Good. Glitter glue might work. You're right, Rose. It probably would. Cordelia, I'm sure you've seen the maps where you can like put a pin in the places you've been. Put a pin in it. Okay, so this one's already glued down. Ooh, but I think I can lift it. Maybe I can lift it and get that lace under it. I can. That's good. Okay. Because I want the lace under this one too. Wonderful. Fantastic. And we'll glue it down again. I've driven through Chicago. I really haven't spent time in Chicago. My husband has. That's another place I need to go and do a proper visit, you know? I think there's aspects about the city that are really beautiful. Like, I always love a city with water. Always, you know, like I love that about Amsterdam and just like different cities that have like canals, and Paris, and yeah, like cities with water. Austin has a lake right in downtown, Lady Bird Lake. That's what we call it. Okay, and this birdie's going the other way. And the leaves on his foot are going to cover up that hole, it looks like. And then I'm just placing it here to figure out where the foam will go. The foam for this one will cut off about right there. I'm going to put my finger there so I kind of know where to stop. That should do. You guys, we were already supposed to go on start our adventure today, but I don't feel bad because my hubby's not back yet. It's not like he's waiting on me, and nobody else knows what we're doing. It's a surprise. But we're near the end here. Thanks for spending so much of your time with me. I thought we were going to be on here for about an hour today. Yeah, right. But this is what I was really wanting to do, is something like this. Oh, I didn't find out. Do y'all want me to take you along for when I make earrings and bracelets this week? And potentially, I need to get them done before Christmas. They're going in stockings. If y'all are like, no thanks, I'll record it. I won't record it. I'll just come in my craft room and make it. Sticky rectangles at the Dollar Tree. So I bought some and put them in my Christmas stocking. Good for you. I love these. And that's exactly where I buy them, Cordelia, is at the Dollar Tree. And I don't ever mind running out of them because it means I have a good excuse to go back to the Dollar Tree. Dangerous. Some jewelry making? Okay, cool. Well, then I will share it. I have some different ideas in mind. I kind of want to do collage and do paper earrings, but collaged. The thing is I need images that are small enough that they look good and they're not like some huge earring. So I think I'm gonna have to make them myself. I'm gonna have to make some images for myself to use. And I was gonna do that this morning, but well, then the smoke detector went off and I was cleaning. I got pulled in a different direction this morning. But yeah, I want to make some bracelets and earrings. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. I put glue where I didn't need it. Hold on. Well, let me just wipe it off with my finger. We don't want it on that part of the tail because that part of the tail hangs off the ornament. Ah, no one will ever know unless I get it dirty. It'll be fine. There we go. And this one too needs an embellishment. What do y'all think? Should I put it down here at the bottom or should I put it up here at the top? Help me decide as I look for a baby wipe. Absolutely, Debbie. Oh, Elena, you sweetheart. Thank you. Well, cool. Then I'll do that. It'll be impromptu. I don't know when, but I need to make some jewelry. I want to make some jewelry. I'll do the hammering beforehand because I do like to do like hammered names and hammered details, metal work. So before I started card making, I was making jewelry and I was doing metal work, and it was kind of ridiculous because I was doing it in the house while my toddlers were sleeping, and I was like, I need a new hobby that doesn't involve hammering metal. And card making it was. Bottom. Guess who's home? I hear him. He's here. Which is cool. We're almost done. Nice big healthy dollop of glue there. That'll hold it on. Okay. That one's done. Although I do kind of still want something up there. I think it's done for now. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do kind of want to outline these birds with like one thin line of glitter, but I'm not going to do it. Realistically, it's not happening. All right, let's throw this together and then I have to go. I've had the best time with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I know it's different. But hopefully you've come to expect that from me by now. So let's see. Let's kind of mimic that first one I did. A little bit, layer these up. Still got to bring in the lace. Don't forget the lace. There we go. Put the lace on. Honestly, minus the fussy cutting the birds twice, this project doesn't take that long. It's not really that time consuming. It's definitely unique enough that you don't have to worry that somebody else is going to give them this. Right? You don't have to worry about that. Let's put this charm up here, because this is pretty active down here. Okay. I'm going to glue it down. If y'all have any questions, any last thoughts or anything, get them into me. Hey, I'm almost done. So this little birdie just needs foam kind of everywhere. I don't know if I have enough. There's a little piece right here. Well, we used that one up. I don't know if I have more of those squares, which is unfortunate, but we'll figure out an alternative. Let's just grab this roll right here. Pretty much the same thickness is what you have to worry about. It's just making sure that this one's maybe a little bit thinner. Like a glove. It doesn't have the same profile. It's not the same thickness. I think it'll be okay. I love you too, Debbie J. I know, that would be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but it's in my brain, which is exactly where you want it. For now. And I'll let you know soon if I think I can make it. If I think I can. All right. How much of this is glued down? That's glued down. These need to be glued down. All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to get a puppy for Christmas, y'all. I don't think that's happening. I think that is a far-fetched thing. Fiscally responsible decision. Don't think it's happening. Yeah, do that. Well, I mean, I want to come, Debbie. I'm just not sure. I need to sell a lot of paper to pull it off. I need to know numbers. Like, I need to have an idea about how much it would cost and then see if I can sell enough paper to get me there. Because that sounds like a bitty penny expense for the business. Which, you guys, there will be more paper coming very soon. This year, I've got to get the word out. That's something I have to do. And I've come up with some ideas, some more ideas about it, about paper and how to design it. So that's exciting. All right, we're getting there. Ooh, yummy. hubby just brought back like our favorite breakfast. We're spoiled. He spoils us beyond. Okay. Bird. Done. Alrighty, you guys. I hope you had fun. I know, not everyone's going to make one of these, but here's the thing. You don't have to use the things I used today. You can use what you have in your stash. And everybody's got cardboard, right? Especially this time of year. Okay, so we've got 3 ornaments. We'll just go back over the things that we made here together. I didn't get to these birds, but that's fine. We'll deal with those later, another time. But, my goodness, I'm so sorry about my camera. Just that little tilt's driving me crazy. But we made these 3 birds. And these are ornaments. And I love them. I may still add like Winkastella or something to them. But those are our 3 ornaments. And then we also made these 3 cards, the Alice cards, with scraps, because I was digging through my scraps, and we used my background stamps, which I need to use more often. So yay, that was fun. Loads of fun, Gwen. I am so glad. Where did you get the birds? Heidi, I got these birds from Sweet Pea Curiosities on Etsy. They're called Mixed Media Birds, and it's a printable. So it's a digital download that you purchase at Etsy at Sweet Pea Curiosities, and then you can download it onto your computer and print it out. Also, she might have these in her printed books. I'm not 100% sure, but she might. But they are on a thinner paper. But all you'd have to do is back them just like we did today. So either way. And she sells her books on Amazon. So if you just go to Amazon and look up Sweet Pea Curiosities, you can also find her designs there in printed books. See how these are still wet and moving? Those will be dry tomorrow sometime. I had a blast with y'all. Love you guys like so much. I really do fully and truly just love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful day. I may be back to make jewelry, but I don't know when because I have to fit it in. But otherwise, we'll just be seeing you on Monday like normal. All right, everyone. Have a super awesome day. Have a great weekend. Christmas is coming. Bye.